The second time that I saw you choke up a little bit was, of course, after September 11th. I forget the date that you came back on the air.
17th.
How many days after?
17th.
And you clearly were conflicted about whether it was the right thing to do, and you also felt conflicted about sort of going immediately into a comedy show, which I can absolutely understand. And you gave Rudy Giuliani a lot of credit at the time and said you felt what he had said was important.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that day a little bit? I mean, unfortunately, we may confront more of that in this country. And I don't know, it's much easier for me. All I have to do is cover the news. You have to make people laugh every night.
I didn't know what to do. As late as 4 o'clock that day, I was talking to various people on the staff about, are we honestly going to do a show? And CBS, in this case, to their credit, had started talking about, you got to do a show, you got to do a show. So this is how we kind of all returned to our posts, because we felt like, well, they want a show, so we got to do something. And I guess I was just starting, kind of trying to talk myself into why it was okay to do a show.
Did it work for you? I know you're very critical of your own work. When you were through with that evening, when you were through with that broadcast, did you go upstairs to watch it?
No.
You usually do.
Yeah.
Why not that night?
I didn't want to see it.
Because?
I'm not sure.
You're very tough on yourself. I mean, you really are. You seem to be a very nice man.
Well, thank you, Ted, and I can say the same for you.
Thank you. And a lot of people, I think, were helped. It was a catharsis for them to see you go through that. And it was clearly a painful process for you. Every once in a while, you'd sort of throw in a weak little joke because you felt more comfortable doing that, but you were clearly
a weak
trying.
Little joke.
Well, I mean, they were weak little jokes. They weren't, they weren't roof raisers or barn burners.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know what to say about this, Ted, because it was clearly circumstantial. I tried to remember things that had happened as I watched and listened to the coverage that were meaningful to me. I tried to remember how the mayor behaved, and I was just sort of repeating all of those things. There were no original thoughts. They were just thoughts that others had expressed that meant something to me. And I was just trying to justify returning to the air with a comedy variety talk show in less than a week after the attack. I was just kind of more or less talking myself into why this would be okay. And